We have ourselves a full set of managers in the Championship for the 22-23 season. Let's rank them from worst to best. Number 24, Michael Beale, QPR. It's big apologies to QPR's Michael Beale. He's nominally bottom of this list because he's never managed a game. He's stepping up from assistant jobs at Rangers and Aston Villa. Plenty of potential there, and we'll find out more about him very soon. Number 23, Paul Ince, Reading. I'll acknowledge that Ince met his brief of keeping Reading in the Championship last season as interim manager, but after 8 years away from the dugout, he needs to rebuild his managerial stock. Number 22, Vincent Kompany, Burnley. Amazing player as Kompany is, he could turn out to be just as good in the dugout. We don't really know yet, but with 2 years at Belgium's most decorated club, Anderlecht, and a poor playoff record, I can't put him any higher on this list yet. Number 21, Shota Arveladze, Hull. Lots of experience for Arveladze in Turkey and dominant in Uzbekistan for the past 3 seasons. Let's see what he does in his first season at Hull, where he remains unproven at Championship level. Number 20, Steve Morrison, Cardiff. I like Steve Morrison a lot. I liked him as a player. I think I'm going to like him as a manager. We don't know a lot, less than a full season in charge of Cardiff. Can he take them up the table this season? Number 19, Michael Appleton, Blackpool. Appleton had his best years at Oxford and Lincoln below Championship level, but he's back with Blackpool with the difficult task of following Neil Critchley. Number 18, Michael O'Neill, Stoke. I personally don't think being a good international manager has a lot to do with being a good club manager anymore. I do acknowledge Michael O'Neill was very good in his time in charge of Northern Ireland, but at Stoke, 15th, 14th, 14th, at a club with very decent resources, isn't really that much to write home about. Number 17, Liam Richardson, Wigan. Only 1 year in management makes Liam Richardson quite a difficult one to pitch, especially because he went and won League One, stepping out from Paul Cook's shadow. Inexperienced, yes, but absolutely spot on with what he's done so far. If he keeps Wigan in the division and stabilises them, he'll climb this list. Number 16, Rob Edwards, Watford. Edwards is all potential, isn't he? Can he do it in the Championship with a really good job at parachute team Watford? He did brilliantly to take Forest Green up from League Two. The proof is in the pudding now. Can he get Watford challenging at the top of the table where they'll expect to be? Number 15, Paul Warne, Rotherham. Such a likeable chap is Paul Warne, and Rotherham is a very well-run club. Huge thumbs up for an amazing 3 League One promotions. Obviously, that's a little bit counteracted by 3 Championship relegations. If he stabilises Rotherham in the Championship this time around, he climbs up this list. Number 14, Russ Martin, Swansea. A lot of hype around Russ Martin. I love the way his team's playing. I love his dedication to his philosophy. What we need now, though, is some meat on the bone and a decent finish for Swansea this season with what looks like a fairly well-developing squad. Number 13, Lee Bowyer, Birmingham City. As of right now, Lee Bowyer is the Birmingham City manager, but things are a bit chaotic there in the background, and that's been the story of Bowyer's career in management. He did a great job to get Charlton promoted under that particular regime, and was a bit unlucky, relegated with a very high points total there. Out of the frying pan into the fire at Birmingham. Feels like he's treading water a little, but I think he can find his mojo once again. In the words of John Bon Jovi, we are halfway there. So if you're enjoying this list so far, do hit the like button to support the video and help it spread to more people just like you. Number 12, Ryan Lowe, Preston. Great work by Lowe with Bury and Plymouth. Looks like he's going to be viable at Championship level 2 with plenty of potential there for growth in the future. Number 11, Jean Dahl Thomason, Blackburn. Bit of a difficult one to judge because we don't have too many champions in this division. Maybe Arveladze and Uzbekistan. But Thomason did win the title twice in Sweden at Malmo, albeit they are the most decorated club there and the title favourites. Lots of experience elsewhere. Let's see how he takes to the championship at Ewood Park. Number 10, Paul Heckingbottom, Sheffield United. Brilliant at Barnsley, gone in the blink of an eye at Leeds, sacked by Hibs. He's been in and around the Sheffield United job a fair while now. Stabilised the Blades last season after a poor start under Slavisa Jokanovic. He's going to need to have them in the playoffs again this time around. Can he do it? Number 9, Nigel Pearson, Bristol City. We're judging this mainly on his fantastic work back at Leicester. Can he bottle that and bring it to Bristol City, where for me it's a little bit thumbs in the middle so far, but the experience and the calibre should be respected. Number 8, Gary Rowett, Millwall. Just a massively solid, safe championship pair of hands now, isn't he? Seems to be made to work as a manager in this division. Very much the sympathetic figure after being fired at Birmingham. Close, but no cigar at Derby. Bit of a forgettable time at Stoke in that short stint there, but very good job at Millwall, where they continue to punch their weight. If he gets them in the playoffs, he goes up this list even further. Number 7, Alex Neil, Sunderland. Neil was promoted to the Premier League with Norwich. He was solid at Preston before running out of steam a bit in his last season. Promoted now again with Sunderland, this time from League One. And we know, size-wise, Sunderland will expect to make a splash this season in the Championship. Neil is still only 41, so all of that experience, decent CV, and plenty of upside going forward. Number 6, Mark Robbins, Coventry. Robbins has been around for ages, but really seems to just fit in at Coventry, where he's taken the Sky Blues all the way from League 2 up to the top half of the Championship. They play decent football, they recruit well, and they should be targeting the top 10 next season. Number 5, Steve Bruce, West Brom. Look, it's very fashionable to knock Steve Bruce, and yeah, it's been a dirgy couple of years in terms of management for him, but he's been a manager since 1998 and been promoted from the Championship 4 times. Respect is due, and I suspect he'll get a hell of a lot more of that if he can get a 5th promotion out of Year 2 parachute team, West Brom. Number 4, Carlos Corberon, Huddersfield Town. Look, a bit of a recency bias on this one, but we are living in the here and now, and Corberon is hot right now after an outstanding job with Huddersfield last season. He took them from 20th to 3rd and lost in the playoff final. So near, yet so far. He seems a really switched on operator. He set the bar very high with that work last season. Let's see what transpires over at Huddersfield in the coming months. Number 3, Nathan Jones, Luton Town. Another manager who just seems to fit perfectly at the club he works for, and Jones has been right at the heart of Luton's brilliant climb all the way up the divisions. He was boss for the League 2 promotion. He all but had them promoted in League 1 before leaving for that ill-fated period at Stoke. He was back in the Championship, guaranteed survival, stabilised the club, and the fact he took them into the playoffs last season just puts him into my top 3. Number 2, Dean Smith, Norwich. Smith was plucked from Walsall to go to Brentford, where he was a key part of their development and the establishment of that really nice style they played in the Championship. He couldn't turn down his boyhood club, Aston Villa. Yes, he had all the tools to take them up, but others failed, and Smith took Villa into the Premier League, and in his second season finished in 11th position. Impressive stuff. Can he pick up his second Championship promotion this season with perennial Championship winners, Norwich? Number 1, Chris Wilder, Middlesbrough. Wilder tops the list based on the stunning 46th place increase in the pyramid he undertook at his boyhood club, Sheffield United, and nobody can really match that type of job, especially as it takes in 2 Championship seasons and Nobody can really match that top level in recent memory of 9th place in the Premier League. It's only a couple of years ago. Middlesbrough fans will hope the magic is still there and that wasn't any kind of peak. It shouldn't be. Wilder is only 54. Can he get Middlesbrough into the groove that he got the Blades? And that is my ranking of the current Championship managers as of right now. This will no doubt change on a daily basis throughout the season. Do get involved in the comments with your thoughts. You are allowed to disagree with my order, but it's all subjective, so please do respect my right to have an opinion, and I will of course return the courtesy. The best discourse on these videos happens when you yourself take on the topic. Go on, give me at least a top 3, a top 6, or give me all 24 managers ranked from your point of view. Word of warning, please try not to be that commenter who just mentions one manager, and you can bet your bottom dollar that manager is the manager of the team that commenter supports, and of course they want them to be higher in the list. Boo-hoo! If you want a little bit more Championship managerial related content, you can get some right now. I've done my reactions to all the recent arrivals. That would be Michael Appleton at Blackpool, Vincent Kompany at Burnley, Jondal Thomason at Blackburn, and Michael Beale at QPR. Just click on one of these videos that's just appeared.